And so I return back to Middle-earth Shadow of War with this section again. Get a hit streak of 20, which once again is not that hard, all things considered. The main source of difficulty would be that there's two Ologs at once. One is really easy to fight. You just, once they start swinging, you just go for the duck under their legs, and you're set. This Drake shows up about 1 minute 15 left in the timer, I think is the idea. If you have the Dragon Rider skill, I think you can dominate it. I don't know if I do yet, but if you do, it makes this whole section really easy, because you have a dragon. So let me check that. I do not, unfortunately. Very close, but I do not have Dragon Rider yet. Actually, I might go grind and get that back. All things considered. And I've gotten really lucky with these last chances where they don't do follow-up strikes, and thusly I don't have to worry about losing my one down. Because once again, the down only counts if they go for the try and strike you. So, you technically have an indefinite amount of, like here. Had that Drake not done the follow-up fireball, I very much could have survived that. Not lost a single down. But the Drake is the big problem right now, because Drake's fire is bad. Fire very bad. And here we go. Oh, I was about to shut off the recording and start over again. Yes. Alright, so got the saved by Baranor award. Go get some health back from this guy. Dodge back. Go for that. Land the ice flurry. Dodge. Dodge. Dodge.
You won't mind if we take your city and massacre its people, will you?
Keep dodging, keep dodging, keep dodging. He's fireproof. He might actually be able to kill the Drake for me. That would be excellent. But also, possibly unlikely. Because there's like a bunch of phantom health on Drakes and stuff where they, once they're broken, there's like a little buffer in case you want to capture and not kill. But the problem with that is that, well, you need to have the riding skill to actually dominate them, because you auto mount after the kill. So where's the Drake? I think I lost the Drake. Is this man immune to frost? He is not. Go for the execution, and I need to run. I need to run bad. And hide behind the reinforcements. That'll work. And try and get some health back by using my bow. And hopefully I can get through this without dying. be sure I'm recording. Yes, I'm recording. Baranor's almost down. That's not good. Go for the execution again. And he's still kicking. Great. I need to bail off again. It's like, oh no. I think you fail the mission if Baranor bleeds out, so what you do to heal an enemy that's fallen, just walk over to him, push E, and oh yeah, he's arrow proof. Go for that. Land another Ice Flurry. Get another zoom off. Yes, riveting commentary of me frustratedly, panically spamming the buttons. Despite, you know. Oh, yes! Alright. So, my nemesis has been murdered by Baranor. I'm gonna grab Drake Rider. And now, all I have to wait is for Dragon Song. Which, you know that we're gonna get that. And I got a dagger from it? A epic dagger by the looks of it?
The city is lost! Save your people! Retreat!
Yo!
You betrayed us.
I did this for you, Itrol. For your survival. The Palantir means nothing. I would give all of Gondor to save you!
What of our people? Of our honor?
There is no honor in death. Castamere!
And oh boy, this is fun. This is so fun.
You will deliver what was promised.
You will hold to our bargain. My daughter's freedom. Castamere, no!
She is free to die with her people.
Oh boy, this game is showing its age.
No.
And here's where it gets fun. We get to fight some Nazgul. Alright, so this is actually a gimmick fight. As you can see, they all do this charge at you. And it's just a mash out. And occasionally they will do... One second. I need to adjust my volume here. There we go. Alright, sorry. I had to adjust my settings there. So yeah, they all dart at you, and you have to keep parrying them off. And then you just wail on one of them. They'll try and do that. You dodge it with the space bar. And now, space bars as they shoot bolts at you. It is a super gimmick fight, which actually only one of them did the lunge at that one, which was odd. But nonetheless, it is an awesome gimmick fight, because you're fighting frickin' Nazgul. It's fast, well, I say it's fast-paced, but it's moderately fast-paced, actually. Yes, they'll parry you, is also another thing. And it looks like their patterns are all breaking up now, as they all start attacking individually. Yeah, they're starting to attack individually now, which you don't get to see as much of that on the first one, on normal. They'll all just attack you in sequence, and then one dodge will put you out of the way, and then they'll all attack you with that, and you just mash right click to get out of it. But it's still a fiddlestickin' awesome thing with this. You do have iframes on the dodge, and then you get this, where you sword clash with them and banish them. Instead of consuming them, you banish them with the Wraith's power, which is fun. I think you fight the Nazgul later, but I enjoy this fight nonetheless. It's a fun one. Actually, I think Galadriel fights all the Nazgul too. And yes, the Nazgul have these weird helmet things, and I think you can get the consume off on them. And then go for that. And as you start knocking them down, they actually get easier, so the fight's really over once you start taking out once you've got half of them. Now it's just this guy. He's gonna go down like a sack of potatoes. Cause yeah, there. And I don't even think I got hit once. Yeah, it's super gimmicky, but I like it a lot. Sorry about that, I was drinking water.
Submit to your destiny.
Get up, Ranger! You will not claim him today.
It is with the spider. You have served me well. Minas Morgul is yours. Now, bring me Celebrimbor's ring. And what of Sheila? Send the Nazgul. All of them.
Oh yeah. So, unfortunately, these aren't like canonical Nazgul, because the normal Nazgul are made to look more wraith-like in actual, like, historical context of wraiths, which are ghostly apparitions, and only really the Witch King has the armor cloak thing with the helmet. But they took the creative liberty, I suppose, in this game to, to give them unique helmets, because as you could tell, I do believe we fought 5 for that cutscene, or 4. I think it was 5, which would make sense up until the part where in Blades of Galadriel you have the we'll cover the Nazgul later.
So it is true.
You killed me.
And yet you live. What is that like? To die and live again? Do you feel pain? Do you suffer?
What of the city? Of the Palantir?
The Nazgul have taken both. They belong to the Dark Lord now.
Then I have failed.
What if you keep fighting?
He wields the light of Galadriel. He can recover the ring.
Your rings are the cause of all this, Elf Lord.
You can see him.
I see him.
Who are you?
I'm the Blade of Galadriel.
Since when does Galadriel work with assassins?
Great threats make for unlikely alliances. You know this better than most. Now tell me more about this ring.
We crafted it to defeat Sauron. But it was lost to the Grey Spider Shelob.
The Nazgul will be drawn to the power of the ring.
We cannot let it fall into Sauron's hands. The light of Galadriel, give it to us!
Stay your hand. My light will protect us, but it will not leave my side.
We must move quickly.
Try to keep up.
So, that was, Altaria? Yes.
Come, Ranger!
Altaria. She is the main protagonist of the, Blade of Galadriel DLC campaign. I didn't get the dagger from that, did I? Well then, that's unfortunate. She's the main protagonist of the Blade of Galadriel campaign, which I do not advise playing through until you've beaten all of the main storyline, because it's kind of a situation of simultaneously both.
While you delay, the Nazgul get closer to my ring.
It's simultaneously both.
Telling how many Nazgul the Witch King has sent. They must not get my ring.
Oh, you can drain ghouls. That's neat.
Together they wield a terrible power.
Anyways, so she's Blade of Galadriel campaign player character, where she has one soul.
Hurry!
They are scared. Let them run.
The
Keep
ring,
moving.
Talia.
They will ignore you.
Shelob has the power. If the Nazgul get my ring from Shelob, all is lost.
So all of these guys, all of these things that you find on the way, they're all not. They'll ignore you.
Shall protect us, but I shall be the one to wield it.
Celebrimbor's being really sketchy about his desire for the power of the Light of Galadriel. But, I mean, it is the power of a god, I think, or the Elf Queen. It's still, either way, it's extremely
Ready
powerful.
yourself, and do not stray far from my side.
And Celebrimbor wanting it is not spectacular. As we don't have the ring. And this is more how Shelob is supposed to be. Just a mindless monster. So here is the key. There's like 3 of the Flash Steppers. And then there's Helm. Oh, I'll talk about them later. One second, as I check on something.
Sacrifices must be made.
Why no?
Take the ring.
That did not answer his question at all.
Build your army. Your path will be made clear.
The ring wraith has fled. You must destroy this ring.
It belongs to us.
Your legend holds true, Celebrimbor.
This ring is different. We can use it to defeat Sauron.
I strike down men corrupted by these rings. Do not become one of them.
When the time comes, I will do what is needed.
Perhaps. Get as far from here as you can. The ring wraiths will return. They always do. Our paths will cross again.
And so we get the ring back. You didn't think there was only 5 items, did you? Not when the magic number of 3 is involved. 3 weapons, 3 pieces of gear. And so we begin our quest in Nurnen, which would be familiar to the second half of... It's the second half of Shadow of Mordor actually plays here. But that aside, we have a more pressing matter of... We have the ring back. And with the ring comes the power that Celebrimbor had lost when he poured his life and soul into it. We can dominate again. And with domination, we can recruit captains to our team, recruit orcs to our side. And the caveat is, if you played... 1 second as this continues.
You hear that sound?
That is the forest of Canaan, and not our concern. Talion. We need to build our army.
I think.
There. That encampment is full of warriors.
Our warriors.
Sorry about that again. I have to check on something. And so we begin Act 2. And this is where the real game begins. For the most part, I think we're hands off. We can do whatever we please. We can go back to Minas Morgul after this mission. Again, with the pointer finger ring holding. I don't like it. Yes, we have gotten Dominate back. And so, instead of blowing their brains out when we consume, we now have Dominate, which won't... It'll turn them blue, so that way that's why you can't... That's why there wasn't that many colorful guys around. Is that we now have Dominate, and they'll turn blue instead of red. And that's a significant improvement over what was in Shadow of Mordor. Because I can tell you what, there was not a... It was not fun trying to do Domination in the first game. It wasn't that as intuitive as this game handles it. For the most part, it was a matter of, oh, hey, you dominated the captain after consuming him, draining him 5 times. Which made no sense to me whatsoever. But as we can see, we can do stealth dominations, and if you weren't at full health yet, you're definitely at full health now. And also, as you can see, if you're undetected, your dominated guys, they don't have the glowing palm print on their face, and they won't start aggroing until you request the aggro. Which button does that? I'm actually not too sure what the button is, but main goal right here is to dominate all these dudes.
The servants of the Dark Lord become ours.
And Celebrum, it's mostly a rehash of stealth mechanics and how you can stealth dominate and all that jazz, which wasn't really prevalent in the first game, which was Shadow of Mordor, which once again I haven't done a Let's Play on. Probably won't, because I just enjoy this one much better.
Fine addition to our army.
It's basically the entire plot was summed up in the first. Alright. So it's 4 to at dominate. Pushing 4 will make your current orcs that you have in control, they'll fight alongside you. And so what you can do is you just dominate all those guys, and then you jump down here into the fray and go ham. And I get myself beaten down immediately. As a bad example of going to town here. But what I'm just gonna do is I've got Elven Rage ready. I'm just gonna go wipe him out this way.
Promising start, but this is only the beginning. We require more warriors, stronger warriors.
Yes. So that was an introduction to dominating grunts, where yes, you can use your. Oh, hey! I finally got the dagger from the last mission. You get the consume now dominates. Everything now dominates. But if you've played the first game, you know that you could get your elf shot back. That's the thing. You get one of these. Dominate or a full heal and full wrath, or you get your elf shot on dominate, on consume, which I can tell you what I'm not doing. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up dominate. It's too valuable of a skill. And I'll pick up crit, so that way I can get crit chance. Terrorize a captain. Stealth attacks always apply curse. And that means I can ditch this, which can kill me. And what else have I acquired? Not much else. But I do have, you get the new ring, which this is your rune slot. And what it does is it affects your followers. So your followers do more damage, your followers can take more damage. Or when you recruit captains, they get more health, more levels. I can tell you what we're gonna do. You put it on that, then I'm gonna put this over there. Now I have to go check on something again. And that we'll get more into the ring mechanics next level. I mean, next mission. I mean, next episode, blah. After they finish talking.
Building our